In this video, I want to share with you one of the most crucial parts of my process. It's the concept of getting dirty and looking for happy accidents. As you can probably tell from this whole set, I can be kind of a minimalist when it comes to my environment. But if there's one thing that I absolutely cannot keep clean, it is an editing timeline. I used to really beat myself up about it too, because, so many editing courses focus a lot on projects, structure, file organization, all of that. But I've started to realize that when it comes to my creative process, some of my absolute best work has actually happened when I completely forget about, structure and keeping things neat and tidy, and really just kind of let things get messy on my timeline and sort of let things loose. There's those little magic moments that happen in a project when you're not really trying at all. In fact, some of them couldn't even happen if you planned them. And really the only way that you can get to those little happy accidents sometimes is by sort of ignoring the rules and just kind of throwing paint at the wall, so to speak. This applies so much to everything that we've talked about in this concept of disassociation, because to get to some of those magic moments, it's almost as if you have to let your tools get unpredictable while you kind of watch and see what happens. For me, this process has affected so many of the moments in my projects where people respond to me, and say, how did you do that? Like, how did you pull off that look? And the truth is, half the time, I just kind of end up smiling to myself because I'm not really sure how it happened either. But that's the fun of all this, is that in this process of happy accidents and kind of just letting things get messy, you can kind of just try things. Since we're not locked into linear editing systems where you're, slicing one piece of film to another, you're moving things around in more of a space on a screen. The absolute worst that can happen is that you have to hit Command Z and undo what you just did, right? So get free, right? And just kind of let things loose a little bit. Don't feel, like you're a slave to your own software. The software is there to work for you. So again, I share all of this with you because this is such a crucial part of my process. And as you watch throughout the course, you're gonna see a lot of it. But don't be afraid to get messy in this process of editing. Creativity is not always linear and organized. Embrace the chaos, the sort of organized chaos, and really start looking for those happy accidents. And I promise that you will not be disappointed with the results.